Jeff and Kammy's journey to Croker.
We are the Thelma and Louise of Ireland.
That's love.
They're still playing down at Loftus Road. Chris Kamara.
You still need me at the end of the game, Carly.
Stop calling me Carly in public,
Carly.
for goodness sake.
The first time I did Soccer Saturday was 1999.
They've got a chance, Jim. He comes across the ball. It's a goal. Stanisław makes it 3-3.
For the first time, he could have said unbelievable, Jeff, and he didn't.
I couldn't play football, and I couldn't coach, and I couldn't manage.
Neither could I.
Chris, let me tell you, according to our sources, Anthony Van Den Boer has been sent off for a second bookable offence.
No, you're right. I saw him go off, but I thought they were bringing a sub on, Jeff.
There wasn't a sort of conscious effort that we should be sort of Laurel and Hardy in the football world. You know, it just gradually developed.
Cutting-edge reports on Gillette Soccer Saturday.
Well, I've always wanted to see more of Ireland, and believe it or not, me and Jeff have been invited over to learn all about Gaelic football from the grassroots up, on a road trip that will take us across Ireland. But it's no holiday, believe me, because at the end of it, our challenge is to commentate on the 2017 All-Ireland final at Croker in front of 80,000 fans.
Got through customs okay, Kammy? Challenge is the right word, isn't it, you know? Because it's not like sport that I know anything about, is it yet?
What does it stand for, GWA?
GWA?
Is it?
GAA.
Is it? Not like me to get something wrong. I thought you said it was going to be sunny here.
Well, it's bright. It's bright. Look, I think this is the car. This is the car. It's got to be a fantastic sport, you know, to have 80,000 people watching the final, to have so many people immersed in it at all sorts of different levels, and yet the rest of the world pretty much ignores it. You think, whoa, how can that happen?
We're going to change that.
If somebody came to you and said, look, here's a game of cricket, and you've never seen cricket before, where do you start to explain the rules? And I guess it's going to be the same with this. Have a look in the glove compartment and see what's in there. I think it's a pretty daunting prospect. And it's not long till September, you know. By then we've got to have nailed the rules. We've got to have nailed the names.
Destination, the Dingle Peninsula.
Wow, sounds
Head
like
west into Dingle and meet up with Michael Ho, the voice of GAA, a commentator whose career has spanned 6 decades and earned him a place in the Guinness Book of Records.
Wow.
There he is, Michael O. Muir. Is that Muir?
Merkiata.
Tommy Conroy on the 21, a kick from Tommy Conroy, and it's gone over the bar, a point for Dublin. Tommy Conroy, the scorer. That move stopped it back in the half-back line.
Look, GAA, a footballer. I know nothing about it.
No, me neither.
I've had 60-odd years of trying to learn football, and I still know nothing.
You're doing yourself down. You know a little something about it.
A little, very little.
Just keep to the left, Jeff.
Is it one way? What if something comes the other way? I'm not reversing. Not reversing down this bloody road. Don't fancy going over that cliff edge.
Take your seatbelt off and get ready just in case.
you
Go on your own.
I'm getting a tingle. We're in Dingle.
Aha! We've got to see Michael, whatever his name is.
Oh, come on, you must know his name by now.
It's obviously not as I'm saying it, Murchiate. So it'll be like, it'll be something like that, won't it? Park and Arcadisu.
Exactly. Thank you very much. We are here.
This is it. Look at the crowd. Our first ever GAA game.
You're going to be great.
Is it GAA? Did I say
Yeah,
that
GAA,
right?
you got it right,
Yeah,
you got it right. Well done, mate.
He's fishing away over to Jack O'Shea, 35 yards out to the right wing. A shot from Jack on the point from Kelly. In 16 seconds, look at that. It's a high ball. In towards the goal. Mixed Milan is a goal for Dublin. Deflected by Jordan. My stopwatch says 30 minutes and 45 seconds. But we have another draw in the year.
Fall to road, Chris,
yeah.
that means welcome to Dingle.
Ball to luck.
This is, in a way, the centre of Kerry football.
He's been practising your surname non-stop, but
Now,
give us a definitive
let's
version.
have it then.
No, I need to hear it from you
Mine
first.
is Mihal, which is Michael. Oh, Murahestig.
Oh, mother what?
I think we'll have a different course for that.
What makes a great commentator, a great Gaelic football commentator then?
If you're interested in the game, you will always be, if you like, researching to get to know the players, and it's easier in an amateur game because they're always living among the people, whereas the professional players tended to be shunted here and there. Ours are visible, and they're ordinary people when they're not playing.
You must have had some real challenges in your career. You've got another one coming up now. I think they're just about ready to start. They want to get on with it.
Well,
so it's red and white against red and white. Good luck with that.
Tommy Dollab Lishaglaha Hosno started already.
1 point between the posts over the bar, 3 if you score
Underneath.
underneath.
And it comes out from Sean Ogo Moran. I knew his great-grandfather. He was the first man to have a taxi here in Dingle years ago. Gainey has it now, tries the left-footed kick, and that is a typical Gainey point. All the Gaineys, and there's quite a few of them in Dingle, they're all what you'd call very tasty players.
Quite a combination, isn't it? Because you've got to be really good with your feet.
Oh, he has.
Good with your hands as well.
How do you remember all these parents, uncles, grandfathers, what job they had before?
I find that Irish people are very interested in people. They like little details about the people that are playing, especially in the big games.
OK, Kammy.
I like this lad, big lad, on that left-hand side. Now he's going to bounce it and he's going to ping it from there. There he goes. One arm in the air, what does that mean?
1 point. That means 1 point, doesn't it? So,
give it to him.
Two's going all the way himself. It's a fantastic run. He's gone for the 1 point. Aaron O'Connor with the point there. You've got to be strong, you've got to be fast, you've got to be aware. So you'd have been no good at it. Come on, Rory, no pressure. Oh, it's a good finish. It's going to be too little too late, isn't it, Kammy?
I would have thought so, Jeff. They're really strong, the Dingle boys. There you go.
Tremendous pace.
Full time.
Full time. There's no doubt whatsoever that Dingle are the clear winners of Mihal's Charity Challenge Cup.
That's unbelievable, Jeff.
I've no worry, they'll do a good job. They had to start doing soccer themselves. At some stage, they were there. What'll I do? The game will speak to you.
Brilliant, lads, well done. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well played, guys.
Yeah, really good.
I told you after I know his great-grandfather.
Was he the cab driver?
Learned a lot from the master there about how things work, you know. That was absolutely brilliant. One challenge done.
One to go.
One done.
Destination Inisheer. Head north and catch the ferry to the smallest of the Aran Islands.
You heard of the Aran Islands?
No. Inisheer, here we come. It's been a great day.
It has been a fantastic day.
Let's
One
move
challenge
on.
down, enjoyed it. Does it tell you how far it is?
No.
And what time the ferries are?
No.
Right.
Apart from all that, we're fine.
Actually, you don't need a ferry, Kammy. You can walk on water, you know that. So we're going to Inisheer. In this remote outcrop, you'll learn how GAA binds the islands together in the most unique way imaginable. Oh. You see that, Kammy? Some matches are made in heaven, it says. Are they talking about you and me? I don't think so.
I'll get you there, Jeff, don't worry.
Just some dolphins just went past.
A life on the ocean way.
He's like Captain Pugwash, isn't he?
If you think me parking wasn't very good, Jeff, actually,
Yeah,
you see me putting this in the dock.
Yeah. What, in your 3 months in the Navy, you were driving boats, were you? The nation owes a debt of gratitude to Portsmouth Football Club for buying you out of the Navy. Okay, we're looking at a black Toyota, Kammy.
It better not be this one.
I think it is.
It better not be this one.
It is.
Look at the bumper.
It's mint.
You seriously want me to drive this? Look at the doors.
Right, OK. And how do we get into this thing, then?
This is a wind-up, isn't it?
Yeah. Nearly took my eye out. This is...
Oh, no, my stomach's killing me.
Have you got a key to start it?
There's a key in there.
Oh! Hey! What What a beauty! Put the sat-nav on, Kammy.
You're my sat-nav.
I'm glad it's your driving day, Kammy.
I know, what if something comes the other way? Mind you haven't said that. We can damage this.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, no,
He's going back. He's going to go back.
I better go back. He's got a horse with him.
Oh, what's he going to do? He's going to run his bloody horse over.
He's beautiful.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Jeff.
Kammy. I've seen everything now. Anyway, we should keep our eyes peeled for the football pitch. It seems a bit unlikely, doesn't it, that they can play football out here? I mean, look at this. Look at the rocks. There's rocks everywhere. Park Pale, Innisor. Yeah, here we go. There it is. There's the pitch.
All right, lads.
Hi, Owen. I'm Jeff. Nice to
this
see
is
you.
our
How are you?
football pitch. Our football club is Ilan Iron Islands, the Three Islands. So this pitch was developed mid-90s. You'd want to have seen the state of the place before it was developed. We might get a picture out of somewhere for you just to give you an idea of the work that was done. So we share our home matches between this island and Inishmore, the biggest island.
How do you get together for training and things? You know, 3 different islands.
Yeah, that's probably the trickiest thing. Like, you can see here, there's 5 of us here training at the minute. We were actually on the bigger island last night training as a group. It's logistics.
So what about the tiny ones then? How young do they start, Owen?
Tiny ones, they start in primary school, really. That's probably one of the biggest differences in the last 10, 15 years is that a lot of work has been done at underage. So these guys, they train up along, they get to know the kids on the other islands, which is a good thing as well. You know, there's a bit of interaction. You pass by here pretty much no matter where you're going on the island. So to see people here, hear kids shouting, it's life, like, and that's, on a small community, that's what you want, ultimately.
Oh, no danger.
Pinged it.
They started off without a pitch. It started off barely getting an adult team together. Now you have 2 and loads of kids teams.
You inspired, Kammy?
I am.
You're going to go left
for
foot
it,
this
Jeff.
time?
Little dink. How far out was he? Oh.
You hit the tractor.
I pulled my hamstring as well.
The Galway minors under-18s are playing a Connacht final on Sunday, and their captain plays with this club as well. So there is a pathway there now to play with your county, whereas before there wasn't when there was no club.
We saw a game yesterday.
Yep.
We tried a little bit of commentary, but we don't know the technical terms, right? So when we saw the boys yesterday doing that, what is that term?
It's a hand pass.
Hand pass, right.
We can do that, hand pass.
We can do that.
So what's hand pass in Gaelic then?
Pass live.
Pass live. Just think of Liverpool, think of the live bird.
The two-handed pass, what's that?
That's a foul.
Is that a foul? Oh, you can't do that?
No, you can't throw the ball at all. It has
All right,
to,
it has to be one-handed. We're cooking with gas
Can
here,
you remember that Gaelic phrase yet? Pass saliva, wasn't it?
Pass
Was it
saliva.
Pass live,
There
yeah.
you
Pass
go.
saliva.
Pass saliva.
It's me.
Oh my God!
Blimey, Jeff!
Kammy. You see what I've got to put up with every Saturday?
Give it a T.
Nearly. Well done. Who's the youngest?
Jack.
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 Jack, finished the Jack.
Nearly 3. Wow.
Nearly 3. Good old Jack.
This is real, you know, commitment. I mean, it's an amateur sport, but it's an amateur sport that it's passed down through generations, isn't it? It's generation to generation to generation, you know? And they all do it just for the love of it. That's the amazing thing. I think we're going to see it more and more. More and more.
Where are we going now, Jeff?
Continue north and settle in for a flask of tea or 10 with the locals. Oh, Curran is cross-country right on the borders, really, isn't it? So you've got some driving to do, pal.
How long do you reckon?
4 hours? Come on, let's go. Don't make too much noise, because I'll be asleep. Hello.
Cheers. Kammy,
doing?
pleased to meet you.
Kammy?
Hi, Kieran, how are you?
Jeff,
Nice to see
how
you,
you
mate.
keeping, lads? All right?
Yeah, really good,
stuff.
yeah.
So tell us who's playing.
This is what you call a junior championship fire and brimstone game. It's two near neighbours. Aerogue, that's my team here, my home club. We're Smithbrook. We're playing against Corran.
Right.
Well, we've learned some of the terms of the game. What we need to do now is find out about formations. Can you help us with that?
Just like there is in every other sport, the science is really taking over. A lot of the teams now play with a sweeper. They drop a forward back, possibly two forwards back into a defensive formation. The guys are training harder than ever they did before. They're fitter than ever. This is the Aerogue now coming in here on the up,
right.
on the up, hopefully.
Let me guess, the opposition's on the way down, are they?
There's a few boys who'll be closer to my age now, so
Can I tell them that?
I mean, see Dick there. I mean, playing on Dick, he was a fresh-faced child that time, but in the middle of the field a long, long time ago.
Dick's a sort of player coach now, is he?
The player manager,
Player manager,
yeah.
I shouldn't tell you this, but Kieran outside there, he's just been telling me that half of you lot are over the hill.
See about that.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
That's part of the team talk, isn't it? There you go. Wind you up.
Now, this is the big change tonight, boys, we haven't done all year. We're not playing with a starting out sweeper, OK? We're playing out man for man. They're young, they're fit, they're cocky, and they've got good footballers, boys. Physically, we should be able to stop them back, OK? And play with our experience. That doesn't mean raw, stupid aggression. That means when the hit is on, boys, you make it fucking count. And I want to see that from the start tonight. Is that fair enough? Yeah. Right, boys, go, let's go.
You know what, them? I'm ready to go. I feel up for it. I feel right up for it. I feel right up for it.
I'm just going to borrow this so I can see his formation that he's wrote out on there and see how it develops, if that's all right.
Well, it's a generational thing, isn't it? Again, because Dick, player manager here.
Yeah.
And I think his dad, who was quite a player, Hugo, he's over here.
Towards Ray McCarn. Chance of a goal here or a penalty. It's a goal. Hugo Clark, and it was who sent it in.
Because you were a heck of a player.
Long time ago, you know, I started to play inter-county for Monaghan in the early 70s, and then Dick has played for nearly 17 or 18 years. And hopefully these pair of boys might play as well.
It's one of the big differences, isn't it, when you come from England and you look at football. Yeah. I mean, you don't see generations of the same families playing the game, you know, but you do with this.
It's based on the parish and it's based on the locality. You don't really have a transfer system. You know, you stay with who you're with. You know, I'm from Monaghan, I live in Monaghan, so I play for Monaghan, and Dick's exactly the same. And there's a great sense of pride in the local area. You know?
All you've got to do is look around because, you know, look at the number of people who've turned out to watch the game. It's fantastic because the community's completely involved, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just looking at the game as it started, we see that they've kept 3 forwards up and you've kept 3 defenders.
Yeah.
Because they've got a sweeper, where do they end up being short in that formation?
Well, then they would be short up here.
Short
in
up
their
front.
forwards, in their attack. As you go up through the ranks, things become quicker. You know, you get hit harder. The fitness levels are so much greater, you know.
Yeah, look at him turn.
Yeah.
It's a great
Ping.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He's good.
Yeah.
He would have played for the county. He would have played for the county.
They're a man short.
It is. Dickie's in.
Ping. Oh, very good, yeah.
Good, Isaac.
Brilliant.
You could see that coming.
That's another son. That's my eldest son.
Which one?
Number 6.
Oh, right.
Ben. Good boy,
He's
Ben. Well done,
redeemed
Ben.
himself.
That was a family affair, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was good.
There's half time.
Okay, referee.
It's a close first half then.
Yes, too close.
There's a point in it, I think, yeah.
Go on, Ref. Oh! He bought that in well, didn't he? Yeah, of course he did.
You got it.
Goal.
Oh! I'll get his shirt pulled anyway. Yes! It's a foul. It's a foul.
What do you think of it?
I think it's great. It's really fast, you know. Never stops for anything, really. You know? Feel all the passion anyway, guys, don't you? So he's in. He's in. Is he going for goal? He's going for goal. And he gets it.
Got it as well.
Hello, Neil. Hello. No, way over. You're way over.
There you go.
Yeah, well played, guys.
This man, reckon we had the Mitchell brothers here.
Come on, lads.
Right said Fred, maybe.
Dad, couple of sons, grandchildren. I mean, it's a proper family occasion, isn't it? It makes it special. Brilliant.
you know, I didn't know anything about it before we got here. You know, I'd seen clips of it and thought it's not for me, but I'm changing my mind on that one.
Yeah. The majority of them have got, you know, a real good level of fitness. So when you go even higher, it'd be really interesting to know just what that level of fitness is like amongst guys who, let's remember, are doing it for fun, doing it for glory, you know?
If that's a taster of what the big boys will be like, then bring it on. Make your way to the Garvaghy Centre. Here you'll see just how blurred the lines have become between amateur and professional sport.
Is it far?
It's in the north.
Oh, right.
Do we need our passports to get from Southern Ireland to Northern Ireland?
I don't know. And what about, have you got any sterling? You got the taste for it now then, Kammy?
I have. Last night was great.
Really exciting. You know, I didn't even know that they played Gaelic football in Northern Ireland. Here we go. Oh. Garvaghy, home of Tyrone GAA. Look at the buildings.
Oh, School of Excellence, isn't it?
Wow.
Amazing.
Look at this.
Jeff, Chris.
Hello, Peter.
Welcome to Garvaghy.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
You're a ledge, I'm told.
How are you all? Totally. The best.
Great ball in towards Mulligan. Catches it well. Inside laid off to Callaghan. Great goal! Peter Callaghan in stoppage time.
We've won 3 All-Irelands, and the first jersey is the 2003. The first time ever that an All-Ireland title came to Tyrone.
Who's the fella in the middle? Because he bears a resemblance to somebody I know.
Normally you put the good-looking fella in the middle, Jeff, and this place is no different.
One of the things we've learned since we've been here was strength, physique, height. You haven't got any of that. Yeah.
Me? I have sharp elbows.
So how did you become such a big star in the game?
All of God's creatures have a place in the choir. If you're fleet-footed and are skillful enough and can use both feet to kick the ball, and we've had a lot of brilliant players who never made it onto the county team because they didn't display the commitment and the passion and make the effort that's required. So you do need to have that hunger and that desire to make it onto any county team.
So comes to an end a long way as I present this hand to Peter the Great.
All the Premier League and half the Championship would have facilities like this. The rest of them would die for this.
When you were playing the game, Kammy, was it all about strength and conditioning?
The old-fashioned managers just used to run you, you know, in the old days, and that was more important than condition. Conditioning only came in late 80s.
It's nowhere near the same level as the rugby lads, but it's still, there's a lot of upper body contact.
Yeah.
Again, the problem with so many Gaelic players is getting the time to do this because a lot of them are holding down their own jobs, 9 to 5. They have their skills and football practice and group sessions to go to, and their body needs a bit of rest as well.
Even though you've got the best facilities, you can't all of a sudden decide that I'm going to bring the best players to this facility. All they're doing is giving the players that they've got the best possible chance that they can.
We're from the northeast. I wish it was like that in soccer. Can you imagine the sort of side that they'd have up there for over the years, from the Brian Robsons and the Chris Waddles and the great footballers? It would be terrific. Is this facility just for the cream, just for the best of the crop, or is it used across the board?
I'm a teacher in Holy Trinity College in Cookstown, so we play a lot of games here as well. Clubs come here to train, they come here to play matches, so it's not just a case of the cream. This is very much for everybody, and thankfully, so far, it's a very well-used resource. Chris fancies himself as a bit of a Gaelic footballer. So we're going...
He fancies himself full stop, you know, man, he's a bit of a Gaelic footballer.
That's not true, boys, honest.
We're going to do a bit of one-on-one here.
Kammy says he doesn't mind how hard you hit him, OK? Doesn't mind. Whoa.
Hey,
Andy?
some pace there,
Easy enough.
Come on, then.
Go on, Kammy. Oh, I love it.
Hey, Sammy, get back in there. Come on.
Kammy's just found out how important upper body strength is.
I'll let him do that.
Give me another go and I'll do it.
My money's on him every time, every time.
Watch the shoulder. Hey. Oh!
How many steps was that, Kammy? How many steps was
I bounced it, yeah.
Yeah. Pride comes before a fall, and that was one fall, mate. You know? How's your pride? Head south to Carlow for your first taste of a county match day atmosphere. Meet the mammy of 2 players from the visiting team, Leitrim. What if we be able to tell the difference between club level and county level? And will Leitrim bring any travelling fans?
What's her name again?
Mammy! How will we recognise her?
Everyone recognises the mammy.
A massive underdogs, tiny county, never win anything. I mean, they're a bit like Hartlepool in that respect. Don't win much. You know, so for them,
So you can identify
this
with
is a big occasion. Afternoon.
Oh, crikey, look at the crowd. Look where it started off, Jeff, with the little playing fields. And look where we are now.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm Jeff.
I'm very pleased to meet you.
Has he got the right lady?
Yes.
Kammy's here just as well. That would have been a bad mistake, wouldn't it? You know, so what are your lads playing?
Yeah, Dean is number 10.
Number 10.
Yeah.
You've got another son in the squad, yeah?
Yeah, I think he's number 24.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there he is carrying that, yeah.
In a jersey.
That's him.
Oh, that narrows it down a bit.
There's the national anthem.
Okay. Do you get nervous? Get nervous as a mum?
So nervous.
So nervous.
There he is.
So you're usually the underdog then, aren't you?
Yes, always the underdog.
Always the underdog.
Always the underdog. It's terrible.
Big foul.
Well done!
Keep going forward! Keep going forward!
Yay!
What a strike again.
So when you're the underdog so often then,
Do you still support? Well,
I was just going to say exactly what I was going to say. You still support?
You love your county, like.
And your boys still want to play, even though they know that they might lose more than they win?
Mine are only starting to play,
Right.
and they think it's such an honour to play for Leitrim. They are thrilled. They've got to know the older lads, and have been so good to them.
Here he goes, big jump. Doing well again.
Winning everything.
He's had a great start.
This is quite interesting with the sweeper.
Yeah, it's also annoying to play against.
Yeah.
Well, he's sweeping in front of the back man, isn't he? So
It's like you're sitting holding midfield.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That's a lovely
Keep
ball.
it.
That's a lovely ball. That's a lovely
Keep it
ball.
on.
Ryan,
Hey,
pick it up.
there's a trip in the middle. I know it's only 4-1, but you're battering them.
It all can all change.
Come on, Leitrim. Come on, Leitrim.
Carlo is getting into them now.
Yeah, you feel like the tide's turned a bit. Good spell of possession, no?
Dean, it's a black card.
Somebody run into him.
Black, he's gone.
Black card.
Oh, sure.
He'll be gone. And Niall is coming on for him.
So it's your other son coming on for him?
Yeah.
It's a good job you've got 2 sons who are playing, isn't it?
That's
It's a good job you've got 2
Where's
sons who are
Richard? No.
Right, what do we make of that then? Did he deserve it? Because it was right
He
in front of
probably
us.
did a bit.
Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah, because he hit him kind of in the face. He probably meant to hit him in the shoulder.
Yeah. I mean, look, here we are, Leitrim fans, and standing right next to us, about a foot away,
The Carlo fans. Yeah, yeah.
That's fantastic, you know?
We'll ignore them.
Can you imagine that? Hey, Man United at half time, just let the kids out and play.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Give it away.
Yellow.
Just a yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah. We've had a black card and a yellow so far. Let's hope there's no red to complete the collection, eh? Can't get to him. Oh, no!
Come on, Leitrim, we need a goal! Come on!
We need to get a score.
Leitrim!
One shot!
Oh, trouble.
Jesus
there you
Christ!
Go. Break him down, William! Come on! Break him down!
Come on! See the way he could catch that?
He's going to go for the goal! He's going to go for a goal!
There you go. No, but...
Best of luck, lads. Best of luck.
It's only a game.
It's only a game now. What's hard to take to be that so bad?
Come in.
They're raging with me.
Here they are.
Oh. Never mind, fella. Never mind.
Kammy, Jeff.
How you doing those things?
What did you think of the black card?
Oh, I don't know. The referee supposed to.
Your mum said you deserved it.
Whatever she thinks.
And I did not know who he was.
Stop saying that, or they're going to show it on camera.
Hey lads, I tell you what, well done, because it takes some bottle to come out afterwards as well. So well done, brilliant.
Thanks.
Well played.
Cheers, fellas. Take care.
And I watch you anymore.
And what I'm going to tell you is, I didn't know who you were before they get started. Football can learn something from this.
Yeah.
Our football, that is.
Yeah, and I mean, no question of segregation or anything like that. The home fans standing right next to the away fans and having real good banter with each other.
Yeah.
Just makes it a fantastic day.
Makes it special.
Fantastic day. One more challenge to go before the final.
Where are we off now?
We are heading north into the capital to meet Johnny Cooper, one of the finest cornerbacks in the land, and discover just what it takes to become an all-Ireland champion with the Dublin team. And Dublin are sort of all-conquering, aren't they, you know? They're the one that everybody wants to beat, but not many teams do. Be nice to get a glimpse of Croke Park, won't it? Whet the appetite.
I've never been.
It'll be where we do our commentary for the All-Ireland final. Have we learned enough to be able to do it, do you think?
I think we can get by now, Jeff. It's just the names. And I've always struggled with them.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Aha. Hey, Johnny, nice to meet you. How are you doing? Lovely to see you.
How are you, Kammy?
He's not the same size. He's standing on a step.
Yeah. I get this all the time.
Straight through.
All the time.
Good to see us. How are you keeping?
Is this the family home? This is where you were brought up?
This is where we were brought up in Croker Park. It's just a couple of metres, I suppose, over the houses behind us. So used to listen to all the games. Used to listen to the roar of Croker Park. I used to come out here with the two brothers and play hurling. And used to destroy all the bushes and the walls and the fences and everything else.
Did you ever think you'd be playing at Croke Park then when you were growing up?
Me and Mum used to go to the games. I don't know if you're familiar with Hill 16. It's this terrace stand behind the goals, and about halfway up on the right is a spot me and Mum used to always go to. And he used to plonk me on top of the metal barrier at the time, and he used to fall asleep. I don't know how with the roar of Croke Park, but he used to fall asleep. So
you were only 18 then, weren't you?
When did you start to believe that that could be a possibility?
I was actually ball boy in Croke Park for many years. Used to see all the greats, and even got to play against some of them in their latter years and my formative years. So probably mid-teens, I got a real drive and real passion. But it took probably another 10 years to even scratch the surface and actually put on a blue jersey and get the opportunity. It's a special feeling to actually do it in the first place, or run out there, let alone winning, is something that will live with you, and hopefully will for a good while to come.
We keep harping back to the fact it's an amateur sport, so you've got a full-time job. How difficult is it to put football first? Because I guess you have to.
Yeah, like every decision probably, bar none, is made with football in mind. So be it holidays, be it girlfriends, be it wives, be it anything at all, football is always number one.
I mean, do you ever look on at, footballers or whatever in England, the sort of money they're earning from their sport? I mean, you're as dedicated.
Yeah, it'd be hard to turn down large amounts of money. But I think, you know, the fabric which we're, you know, woven together is that amateurism and that playing for the jersey, and you know, you literally would step out in front of a bus for one of the lads. It's that close-knit, and the epicentre, I think, of every community in Ireland is probably a GA parish. You know, be it my own club, Nafina, who has 2,000 members, or be it a small club in the Midlands who maybe has 200 members. And I think that's always the point of contact for people. Good or bad times, the club, GA club, is always somewhere which you fall back upon.
Can you sort of quantify what the difference is between club level and county level?
The club guys and girls give the same time in terms of quantity. I suppose the quality is a little bit higher at a county scene. And you know, you could get 1 or 2 or 3 guys from that club who then go on and represent the county. You train with the county for the year, so it's not that often that myself and other players get to go back. So when you do get to the back, it's like you're treasuring those minutes and those hours together, because, you know, maybe a week or 2 then has elapsed and then you're back with the county. So it's only short times you're there, you know, which is ironic in itself, because everything is built upon the club, but yet the county has so much emphasis on it because of such high stakes and trying to win at that kind of level. You've been around Ireland the last few days. How are you going to tie it all into the biggest stage of them all, and All-Ireland final day? How are you going to do your research?
No worries, I've been getting all the Irish names right, haven't I?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We met Meanham.
Yeah, we did.
Oliver Hurtig, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Amazing, yeah. So he gave us a few tips.
You'll have to know brothers and sisters and grandparents and what car they drive and what colour it is to get it all in.
We'll be on the phone to you
yeah.
to get that information before.
It was a little bit quicker than soccer. Will the pace of the game affect the way in which is do it?
Yeah, because of the restarts. The restarts are amazingly quick, aren't they? You know, so if they're going to show a replay as well, we will be struggling.
Yeah, and there's 6 substitutions per team, so that's 12 substitutions in and out. They're not as long as soccer, maybe 30, 40 seconds max.
You're making this sound really tough. You're making it sound really tough, Johnny.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing it, though. I think everyone will.
This is the walk that Johnny would have made with his mammy.
Amazing.
These streets, they wouldn't be like this. They wouldn't be empty.
Shocking.
Yeah. Can you imagine the excitement, though? Whoa, the excitement when as a young boy he saw this.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Hey.
Brilliant.
Beginning to think it was just made up, but it's there for all to see. Beautiful.
Yeah. Croke Park, Croker.
Can't wait to see inside it now.
No. You only get a sort of tiny hint of the feel of it, though, don't you? Because it's not match day now. And the next time I'm here, I'm going to, about you, I'm going to be as nervous as a kid.
It'll be great. I'm so looking forward to it. It's been a great journey and a great education so far. And I really like the sport. That is the thing. No doubt about it. It's exciting to watch.
Let's not kid ourselves. It will be difficult.
No, it won't.
It will.
Be.
It will.
It'll be.
It will. And I'll tell you what, everybody in that stadium, from the fans, players, the press, the media, they'll all know more about it than we will. And yet we're going to be commentating on it.
I'm telling you now, Jeff, it will be unbelievable, Jeff.
Yeah, got here in the end. You know, the sun gods have come out to welcome us, and, you know, I've had so much advice from taxi drivers, people at the hotel, people in bars, you know, people in the streets, you know, all telling me what we should be doing. But I think we're ready. I mean, I'm just concerned about where he is. Oh, hang on a second. Kammy!
Morning, Jeffrey.
Where are you?
What do you mean, where am I?
You're meant to be at Croker with me.
Yeah, I've got some work to do this morning, Jeff. I've got goals on Sunday, but don't worry. I've got a motorbike picking me up as soon as the show's finished. Take me to the airport. I'll be jumping on a plane straight away.
And you're going to be here in time?
I've never been on a motorbike before, but hey, who knows?
Yeah, you've got to promise me you are not going to leave me in the lurch.
Would I leave you in the lurch, Jeff? You know I'll be there.
Unbelievable, Kammy.
I should be saying that to you, Jeff.
you go past every pub and it's got the balloons of coloured both sides and such. Like, it's the game that everyone talks about.
Well, this is the Super Bowl of Ireland, and people in Boston, Toronto, Chicago, all over the world will be watching this game today, and there'll be a lot of Mayo fans all over the world hoping that this cup can be heading west this evening.
But Liam, you've got no chance, have you?
Well, that's
because you're cursed.
Yeah, well, that's after losing so many finals. Sometimes you'd be having a pint at home and saying, wondering, is there a curse?
Looks great out there, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Wish you could put your boots on again.
Yeah, I'd love to be 30 years younger and getting out there again today. It'd be fantastic. I'd even, if Stephen Rochford asked me, I'd still have a chance of going in for 10 minutes of full forward, yeah.
You never got your hands on this thing when you're a player. You've got one hand on it now. Should we have a quick lift?
Yeah, we'll lift it up.
We'll do something that we've never managed. Hey!
Are you the man to take me to Croker?
I am indeed, sir.
Let's go! Croker, here we go! Cubs versus Mayo.
Stuart, pitch looks magnificent.
Thank you very much.
You're responsible for it. Do you get nervous on a day like today?
It's a huge day for everybody in Ireland. It's a huge day for the players that are playing out here today, but it's a huge day for me and my team as well, preparing the pitch for such a huge event.
No, I'm perceptive, Stuart.
Yeah.
That is not an Irish accent.
No, it's not. No. So I, during my time when I was working at the Emirates Stadium, I met Sonia. Yeah. So. Sonia, she's Irish, so I was travelling over to see her when Arsenal were playing away, and she was coming to see me. So we've been married now, what, 5 years? She's taught me a huge amount about GAA sort of along the way, which has been massively helpful to me because it was, it was a new experience compared to, dealing with soccer pitches.
And at the end, what, you breathe a sigh of relief and take a long holiday, do you?
Yeah, as long as it's not a replay. That's because there's been a couple of replays in my 6 years.
We're going to give it a bash on the biggest occasion today. You got any sort of last pieces of advice?
You haven't an idea until it gets underway. For those who are not here, paint as good a picture as you can, aided by the atmosphere, the history. Have you slept well recently? Yeah.
yeah, pretty well. Pretty well.
That's good.
Yeah. I know you're not going to be sitting too far away.
Yeah.
So if I get in trouble, can I turn to you for a bit of advice and help?
Well, I have a feeling that you won't be turning to me. You won't need to.
I've got every faith in him. No, I haven't. Look, I know he's doing his best, but he wouldn't let me down. He couldn't let me down. Not today, of all days. I've been absolutely wetting myself.
No way! Michael Mahurty, I've been practicing. I'm really good, thanks to you.
Well, here we are, Kammy. All Ireland fan. I know you can hardly hear me. It's a long way from Dingle.
This is what it's all about. Never been to one of these before, but now I can understand what it means to all these people in Ireland. Listen to the noise. I mean, it's absolutely electric. Anyway, what a way of
Here we
going.
go. Straight away, O'Shea. Mayo try to press. I think they're going to try and press in the early stages, there's no doubt. So Sullivan just going to be sweeping in front of the defensive line. It's a good ball in as well, isn't it? Now, Callahan,
go for it.
young man,
He's
he's just
go for it.
21
He's
years,
gonna go
going for goal.
Oh! What a finish. What a start to the game.
It's a nightmare start for Mayo. Trying to make some inroads. Andy Moran, their danger
looking
man.
for an angle. There it
Danger
is.
man. And he reduces the area.
That
with
settles the
one
nerves a
point.
little bit.
So Dublin try and build again from the back.
The movement of those strikers in the first 5-10 minutes of the game was incredible. It has slowed down dramatically, Jeff. And that's the reason why they're losing possession, because that movement isn't what it was at the beginning.
Danger man again. They want to get it to Moran as much as
Go
they
for
can.
it, Andy.
Oh, he has.
What a strike.
For the first time in the contest, Mayo nudged ahead. Remember, they've not won the All-Ireland final for 66 long years. Tom Parsons' wife expecting a baby in December. It could be a double celebration for him.
It's nowhere near December. It'd be a triple celebration because it'd be Christmas as well.
There are running battles going on in every section of the game. Here's Dean Rock then, with a chance to reduce the arrears with what will be the last kick of the first half.
Scored a few and missed a few.
Yeah, and it's his third point of the first half, and Mayo lead by 9 points to 8.
Well, that was exhilarating.
What have you made of it?
That was exhilarating. What a half that was.
Here we go then, Kammy.
That's better. Now he's given himself a half a yard. And he makes it look simple. A back ball. Kammy, good ball. He's got to score.
Oh, now it's the other keeper. It's David Clark. Oh. There from Bourne as well.
Small's on a yellow already, remember.
There's the second yellow.
Yeah,
there's the red.
Yellow, and John Small is off. His All-Ireland final is over.
Oh, it'll be yellow. It'll be yellow.
I'm not so sure, Kammy.
It'll be yellow.
It's red.
He could have waited for the referee to make the decision. He didn't. He got involved, and it's crazy. Absolutely
and we're
crazy.
off again.
Now, come on, Mayo. You've got to get Andy Moran into the game. And here he is. First time. First time in the second half.
Oh, and he's
delivered. Oh! What a goal. What a goal. When you have a star player like Moran, you've got to give him the ball, because he'll either score or he'll feed somebody. And what a ball that was. Listen to the atmosphere already. It's changed it completely.
Got just over a minute and a half of added time to go. Next score, the winner, surely, Kammy. Killian O'Connor, 7 points already today.
But that right foot will bend this in between the posts. There it goes. Oh, in the post.
Here come the Dubs again.
It's a great take. The Dubs have just gotten in extra gear. Now, this is a chance. This is an opportunity.
Is he going to win the trophy? Right here and right now. The Sam Maguire Cup.
6 steps back and 3 to the side. Attitude. He's got all that. Stutters towards the ball. Goes for it. Yes! There it is.
And there it is. It is all over. And the Dublin players fall to their knees. Dean Rock, with that free late on, has won it once again for Dublin. 3 years in a row, and they're successful.
Oh, it's a cruel game, Jeff. It's a cruel game.
Look at the crowd.
Mayo done so well today.
Brilliant.
Michal, thanks for all your help, and it's been a pleasure to meet you. See you tomorrow.
Hey, pal, well done.
Sorry, how are you?
That?
Good to see you.
No bother, eh?
No bother.
No bother.
Thanks. How'd you get on?
Okay,
Okay, you'll hear yourselves back if you...
Because it's non-stop.
I could identify at least one player, you see.
Yeah.
So you know.
At the end, them games are just crazy, you know, there's everything going everywhere.
So. You just seen Johnny Cooper here now, All-Ireland champion again, and it was great. It was when we went to see him, we said, yeah, you could be a superstar, you must wish this was professional. He said, no, it would ruin it. You know, and that's the sort of selfless attitude, you know, that the players have got. And hey, I mean, you know, it's jaw-dropping in a way that they think that. It's absolutely fantastic.
To see it from grassroots level, to take an interest in it, understand it, and then have the, you know, the joy to come and watch it today was just amazing.
And just walking out on the pitch here, actually, I said to Kammy as we walked across, I said, Kammy, I just loved it, loved it.
Yeah, yeah.